Hey everybody, how would you like to read a book with me? This is a short story called Birthday Bunnies. Is it your birthday? My birthday's not for a while, but I hope it's your birthday soon because birthdays are so much fun. It's my first birthday tomorrow, announced Snowy, a little white rabbit, very proudly. Isn't that exciting? Yes, very exciting, said Whiskers, her brother, because it's my birthday too. And mine, said Patch. And mine, said Nibble. And mine, said Twitch. Do you think Mom and Dad have got a surprise for us? Asked Snowy. I hope so, said Whiskers. Me too, said Patch. Me too, said Nibble. Me too, said Twitch. Mrs. Rabbit was listening outside the door as her children were getting ready for bed. She heard the little bunnies chattering excitedly about their birthdays the next day. Whatever she could do to make it a special day for them. She sat and thought very hard. And later that evening, when Mr. Rabbit came home, she said, "It's the children's first birthday tomorrow, and I'm planning a surprise for them. I want to make them a carrot cake, but I will need some carrots. Could you go and dig some nice fresh ones up from your vegetable patch?" "Certainly, dear," said Mr. Rabbit, and off he went back outside. Mr. Rabbit was proud of the carrots he grew. They were very fine carrots, crunchy and sweet and delicious. Every year he entered them in the county fair, and they nearly always won first prize. So you can imagine his dismay when he arrived at his vegetable patch to find that every single carrot had been dug up and stolen. He marched back inside. "Someone has stolen my carrots," he announced to his wife crossly, "and I'm going to find out just who it is." And although it was getting late, he went back outside and set off to find the naughty person. First of all, he stopped at Hungry Hare's house and knocked at the door. "Someone has stolen my carrots," Mr. Rabbit said. "Do you know who?" "Oh, yes," said Hungry Hare, "but it wasn't me." And although Mr. Rabbit pressed him, Hungry Hare would say no more. Next, Mr. Rabbit went to Sly Fox's house. "Someone has stolen my carrots," he said. "Do you know who?" "Oh, yes," said Sly Fox, "but it wasn't me." And although Mr. Rabbit begged and pleaded with him, Sly Fox would say no more. So Mr. Rabbit marched to Bill Badger's house and asked if he knew who had stolen the carrots. "Why, yes, in fact, I do," said Bill Badger, "but it wasn't me." And just like the others, he would say no more. It was the same wherever Mr. Rabbit went, and although he got very cross and stamped his foot, no one would tell him who had stolen his carrots. "You'll find out soon enough," said Red Squirrel. So Mr. Rabbit went home feeling very puzzled. "It seems that everyone knows who it was, but no one will tell me," said Mr. Rabbit to his wife. "Not everyone, dear," she said. "I don't know who it was either. All I know is that it's our children's first birthday tomorrow, and we have no surprise for them." And feeling very miserable and confused, they went to bed, determined to get to the bottom of the mystery in the morning. Next day, the little bunnies came running into the kitchen where their parents were having breakfast. "Happy birthday, everyone!" called Snowy. "Happy birthday!" cried the other little bunnies. "Now, it's not much, but I wanted to give each of you a surprise," Snowy went on. "By the way, I hope you don't mind, Dad." And with that, Snowy pulled out a box of juicy carrots, each tied with a bow, and handed one to each of her brothers and sisters. "Snap!" cried Whiskers. "I had just the same idea." And he pulled out another box of carrots. "Me too," said Patch. "Me too," said Nibble. "Me too," said Twitch. Soon there was a great pile of juicy carrots heaped on the kitchen table. "So that's what happened to my carrots," cried Mr. Rabbit in amazement. "I thought they'd been stolen. And when they told the little bunnies the story, they laughed till their sides ached. Then Mrs. Rabbit put on her apron and shooed them outside. "Just leave the carrots with me," she said. "I have a birthday of my own in store." And so the mystery was solved. It turned out that Hungry Hare had seen the little bunnies creep out one by one and each dig up a few carrots when they thought nobody was looking. He knew it was their birthdays and he guessed what they were doing. He had told the other forest folk and everyone thought it was a great joke. Mr. Rabbit felt very ashamed that he'd been so cross with everyone when they were really just keeping the secret. To apologize, he invited them for a special birthday tea that afternoon, which the little bunnies thought was a great surprise. And of course, the highlight of the day was when Mrs. Rabbit appeared from the kitchen carrying, what else but an enormous carrot cake. Look how big that cake is. Is carrot cake your favorite? Whatever cake is your favorite, I hope you get lots of it on your birthday. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me reading about the stolen carrots. Bye.